Don't leave the class. Those who are present, please follow the class, very important class. And those who are not joining the class will have to suffer. So, you know that there is two parts in economics. Group A, macroeconomics. Group A, macroeconomics. And Group B, Indian economic development. Indian economic development. So far as in the last few years, the student faced MCQ of 5 marks and short question 5 marks. Now, the question number 1 to 3, question number 1 to 10, 1 to 10 and 18 to 27, 1 to 10 and 18 to 27, including two case-based question. Case-based question. Including two case-based questions are 1 marks. 1 mark question are 1 mark question, 1 mark question and are to be answered in one word or sentence. Word or sentence. Is it clear? Is it clear? Please write. So, number 1 to 10 and 18 to 27, including two case-based CBQ. Case-based question now will be pronounced as CBQ. Are 1 marks, are to be answered in 1 word or 1 sentence, right? Number 2 is CBQ. Number 2, CBQ. CBQ means case-based question. Are question number 7 to 10. 7 to 10 and 25 to 27. This is CVQ. CVQ questions. Question number 11 and 12, 3. Question number 11 and 12 and question number 28 to 29, that is 2 questions, are 3 marks. 3 marks. That is 2 questions from macro and 2 questions from Indian economic development. And each question will carry 3 marks. And 4 is question number 13 to 15. Question number 13 to 15. That is 3 questions. And question number 30 to 33, no, 32, that is 3 questions, bears 4 marks. 4 marks. That is in each group. Macro group you will get 3 questions, 13, 14, 15. And question number 30, 31, 32 bearing 4 marks. That is 3 questions in each group for 4 marks. Number 5. Question number 16, 17. 16 and 17. Question number 16 to 17. And question number 33 to 34. 2 questions, 33 and 34, bears 6 marks in each part. That is 6 marks of 2 questions in macro and 6 marks in Indian economic development. Okay. So question number 1 to 10 and 18 to 27, including 2 case-based questions, are 1 mark. Now 1 mark questions pattern has been changed. 1 mark question pattern has been changed. You will have to follow it. Suppose the type of question I am giving you an example. May I remove it, students? May I remove it? Please write. Please type. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now you may find question that if an economy, number 1 একটা example, if an economy the value of net factor income NFI আমি বড় হাতের করে দিই, অসুবিধা হবে। net factor income perhaps you can remember when I taught this part I have written NFIA, net factor income from abroad, but to abroad, from or to, anything it may be, from or to abroad. Net factor income from abroad, question আছে আমার from abroad, right? NFI from abroad is rupees 200 crores. And the value of factor income to abroad is rupees 40 crores. is rupees 40 crores. Identify the value of identify the value of factor income from abroad. The fact of factor income from abroad. There are options are given. A, rupees 200 crore. B, rupees 160 crores. C, rupees 240 crores. And D, rupees 180 crore. 180 crores. Which will be the answer? Which will be the answer? Net factor income from abroad is 260 crore and the value of factor income to abroad, from abroad and to abroad, 40 crores. So directly deduct 40 from 200, then you will get 160. I think it will be answer. Right? This type of question you will face. Next I am telling him, just listen to me. Supply of money refers to, Jyotirma, you are here, I think. You have to answer. Chandrima, perhaps you are also here. Yes. Ajoy, I think you should be here. I don't know whether you are not here or not. There is another question. Supply of money refers to dash. Choose the correct alternative. Supply of money refers to A, currency held by the public. B, currency held by the Reserve Bank of India. C, currency held by the public and demand deposit with the commercial bank. D, currency held in the government account. Which will be the answer? Please type or tell me. No one is responding. I think C, currency held by the public and demand deposit with the commercial bank. Perhaps you can remember when I discussed the function of commercial bank. Okay. Someone is typing. Type a message. Yes, sir. Remove. No, you failed to type. Now, this is the pattern. This is the pattern of question I have already given you. There may be column 1 and column 2. It may be adjusted. This type of correct alternative you have to find out. And true or false with reason. Whether the statement is true or false. If true, why? If false, why? You have to state the reasons. Now, I am going to start the last chapter of your syllabus, that is foreign exchange market. Foreign exchange market. Right? CBQ will carry how many questions I have written. The number you follow, just the number from 1 to 10. 10 এর মধ্যে 4 to 8, you will get it. You will get it. Now I am unable to waste time. If you have any question, you ask me later on. And now, foreign exchange. You know that each and every country requires to export and import 1 marks. Each question will carry 1 marks. Right? How many marks it will carry? I have given you 10 marks on group A and 10 marks on group B. Right? 10 marks on group A and 10 marks on group B. That is macro and Indian economic development. 10 marks on macroeconomic development, 10 marks on Indian economic development. Right? So now foreign exchange rate. Each and every country has to take part in foreign trade, because no country is self-sufficient in every respect. Therefore, yes, CBQ also carry 1 marks each. Each CBQ question will carry 1 marks, right? Is it clear? Okay. Now, therefore, the question of exchange comes, because if India purchase some commodities from America or UK or China even, then India has to pay, not in terms of Indian rupee, but in terms of the own country. Perhaps you know that American dollar, is the strongest currency in the world. So the payment can be made through dollar. So foreign exchange rate requires payment and receipts. You may receive, or you may have to pay. If there is any, if you take more commodity from other country and send less, export less, you have to pay. But payment will be made only through dollar, not by the Indian rupee. What will you do? You have to, that is the government of India has to deposit the Indian money in the Reserve Bank of India, and Reserve Bank of India convert that money into dollar and pay accordingly. Because Reserve Bank of India always keep the different currency of different countries in order to continue foreign trade. So exchange rate is very important. Foreign exchange rate. What do you mean by foreign exchange rate? The rate at which domestic currency can be exchanged for a foreign currency. কি বললাম? The rate at which domestic currency can be exchanged for foreign currency is known as foreign exchange rate. Suppose $1 is equal to rupees 50. This is the exchange rate of $1 in terms of Indian money. So exchange rate is expressed by the ratio between currency of two countries. And there are 3 types of exchange rate: flexible exchange rate, fixed exchange rate, and floating, or rather managed floating exchange rate. Flexible exchange rate. What do you mean by this? Flexible exchange rate is a rate which is determined by the interaction of market power, market factor, that is demand and supply. If the demand for foreign currency is higher, then the rate will be higher. If the demand for foreign currency is lower, then the price of that currency will be lower. If the demand is more than supply, then price of that currency will be higher. যেমন ধরো ডলারের যদি পেমেন্ট করতে হয়, পুরো ইন্টারন্যাশনাল পেমেন্ট ইজ ডান বাই dollar, then you have to purchase dollar. If the demand for dollar in the world increases, the price of dollar in terms of the domestic currency will increase. অর্থাৎ যদি ডলারের দাম সারা পৃথিবীতে নানা ডিমান্ডের জন্য বেড়ে যায়, তাহলে যদি 50 টাকায় $1 পেতে এখন হচ্ছে 60 টাকা দিয়ে কিনতে হতে পারে, তো দামটা বেড়ে যাবে। ইট ইজ দ্য ল অফ সাপ্লাই and demand. So it is the rate which is determined by the demand and supply forces in the foreign exchange market, and it is called exchange market, free exchange market. The different countries currency play here freely. The stronger currency earns more profit. Now you know that it can be explained with a diagram like demand for foreign currency. Demand curve always downward sloping. If the price is high, demand is less. I have already explained. If price is lower, demand is more. Just like the market, if the price of fish is very high, then supply will more in order to earn more profit. If the price is lower, that is profit is low, supply will be lower. Am I clear up to this? If there are any question you may ask. But supply curve, according to the law, that is supply and price is proportionately related with each other. If price increases, supply increases. If price decreases, supply decreases. So supply of foreign exchange, if other things remains constant, supply of foreign exchange is positively related with the rate of exchange. So higher the rate of foreign exchange, higher the supply of foreign currency. If higher the rate of foreign exchange, higher the supply of foreign currency. So supply curve of foreign currency is upward sloping curve. If the increase of price, supply increases, of foreign currency supply increases, and decrease of price, foreign currency supply will decline. So where we will get the equilibrium? Where the demand for foreign currency and supply of foreign currency curve intersect each other like this. Just I am giving you the last part of this answer with a diagram. You know it is supply curve, supply of foreign currency, and it is demand curve, demand of foreign currency. Now it is X, now it is Y, it is Y, and rate of exchange, rate of for a fixed exchange, suppose, or rate of exchange is measured on the vertical axis, and quantity or supply of foreign currency is measured on the horizontal axis. F currency, FC, right? So if the price is here, then suppose it is 50, where the supply of foreign currency and demand for foreign currency curve intersect each other, and that will be the equilibrium point. If the price falls, then supply becomes less than demand. If the price becomes higher, then the demand is less than supply. So by the interaction of these, the equilibrium point must be attained. If this situation comes, then price will decline. Price of foreign currency declines and comes to 50, where both the supply of foreign currency curve and demand for foreign currency curve intersect each other, and that will be the equilibrium point where the price of DF is equal to price is equal to SF. That is, demand for foreign currency and supply of foreign currency equates with each other. I think it is clear. If you have any question, you may ask, please. I am sitting here. The time is almost over. Suman sir is warning me. Please ask question. Please ask question. Type. Okay, now only one part is remained. Managed floating. Third, this is a hybrid system between fixed rate and flexible rate. This is the mixture of these two, fixed exchange rate and flexible exchange rate. It is a system that allows the adjustment in exchange rate according to a set of rules and regulations done by the government officially and declared it in the exchange market. This is called managed floating. The hybrid system between fixed and flexible rate. And it is a system that allows some adjustment in exchange rate according to the set of rules and regulation by RBI, Reserve Bank of India, in case of India, and officially declared. But if a particular country manipulates its managed floats, it is disadvantage for other countries, and if it is done, then it is called dirty floating. Managed floating, and if it is done in this way, then it is called dirty floating. So this is all for you today, and I have only 2 or 3 pages to complete the syllabus, and that is foreign trade. I have to take 2 or 3 I require 2 or 3 class, then your syllabus will be covered. So it is time to leave. Thank you very much. Please stay at home, but follow your syllabus in order to face the final examination. Thank you, sir.